Hello and welcome to Studio Stories, presented by the ARC Foundation for the Arts. Here, we visit artists who have made Baroda their home. They have welcomed us into their homes and studios to talk about their diverse lives, stories, and choices, all united in their conviction towards the arts. During our conversation with Hina Bhatt, she spoke vividly of the Gujarat from her childhood. The expanse of space seen from a hilltop with a lone path leading down, villagers singing while returning from work. The memories she described present Hina as a young girl connected deeply to both the urban Baroda and the rural Kavant. Hina's practice today reflects her childhood love for the world of nature she grew up in. Her explorations of mediums, be it painting, digital arts, or ceramics, speak to the curiosity and determination she has carried with her since childhood. Her ceramic works often concentrate on the subtle nuances and beauty of the things that are often overlooked as mundane. Birds, trees, fallen leaves, small mushrooms, all are created using a visual vocabulary that is extremely accessible, showcasing the beauty in the seemingly ordinary, providing value to those subjects without being didactic.
So first I'll to talk about my father, how a little bit his journey. So my father, he was in village Vyara, and very early my grandfather passed away, and my grandmother was alone to be with them and my uncle and all this. So she advised my father, why don't you give exam from here and do farming also, so that it will help for me. Then my father said okay, and he did farming and he did also certificate to practice medical. So he left home and then he shifted to Kawant, and he started giving service to tribal people over there. And my birthplace was Kawant. From childhood, I was doing some scribbling, some splashes or some painting and all. That time I was not aware of art. My thing, I was like too much into like in the corner, and I was doing some of the other, either drawing or painting and all. When it was evening time, I used to play. But whenever I used to get free time, I used to do that. So my father was observing that, and when I grew little bit, like 6th, 7th standard and all, so he was like કે આ મારી છોકરી આર્ટમાં કંઈક કરશે. I used to do mostly a village sort of thing. Maybe right now I can say that I visited there in Kawant after when we left. I was only 2-year old, but I visited there for I think 4-5 times after we left. So one was maybe I was in 7th standard vacation. Then I saw that mountains and hills, and there is a, like if you are top of the hill, you can see the path of whole coming down and all. And there is a one tribal people song which they welcome, few lines I know in Gujarati. There is a કોકવાર આવજો વાસરે ડુંગરની પાસરે ઓ મારે ગામડે. Then there is a like another stanza is like નદીઓ ખડખડ વહેતી જાય રે ઝરણા ઝરઝર ઝરે રે. So like how the
It's the beauty of nature.
And then they are it was a welcome song. So like you come to our village and experience this. We have rivers, we have hills and we have mountains, and when I went again and again, like, so I saw there was a mela. There was a mela during Holi, and it was a 5 days mela. So I was enjoying that, and I was climbing hills and all, and I always love to climb and be there on the top level.
Did you prefer to be alone?
I used to, because somehow I don't know why, but I used to enjoy that, to listen some different kind of sound, or to enjoy that beauty of that landscape and all. So from 7th standard onwards, I started study in Shreyas. Then I gave few extra, they call it activity, drawing activity and painting exam, and I got like certificate and all, like generally. And then I came to know after 10th that there is a college, and then I was more serious and more into drawing and painting. I select drawing as a subject instead of stats. There was optional in school during that time. So I took drawing as a subject. That time there was an Nimbalkar sir. He was passed out and from Baroda Fine Arts. And I was average students, and I was not having much interest for studying and all. If somebody will give me some freedom, I used to enjoy only drawing and painting. Or some of the classes I just used to watch outside window because I was sitting on the first row of window, and I can see, like right now we can see buildings and all. That time it was not so much crowded building and all, more like a landscape. A school ground was having trees, and there was like mango trees, neem trees, and like avla trees, gulmohar and all. So wherever flower comes, I used to enjoy these. With wind it moves and all. So sometimes I used to enjoy that. So many times when sir asked me some question and I was like, sorry, I don't know where was I. So it was quite often it happened with me during those days. And I'm very thankful that my parents, besides of we are six of us, like 4 sisters we are and 2 brothers, they understand me and they allow me to do whatever I want. And in fact, they allow everyone. That my father was very keen that kids, whatever they want to do, they should enjoy and they should do. So they never stopped me that go for study and you have to study and come you should have a distinction above and all those things. So I was not that much worried. Yeah, I was worried that I have to pass and clear.
When did you become interested in music?
Music was very long, because my mother used to sing whatever she was working. She used to like her, and her voice was also very fine and very sweet voice. And she used to sing mostly folk songs, Gujarati folk songs. I used to go home and sing.
Very old Garba songs.
Which she used to.
She used to.
Yeah, there was a બોલતી નથી ચાલતી નથી કેમ રિસાણી માજુ કેમ રિસાણી ઊંચા ઊંચા ડુંગર પર્વતવાળી ઊંચા ઊંચા ડુંગર પર્વતવાળી બોલતી નથી ચાલતી નથી કેમ રિસાણી મારી માત ભવાની. This
It's like riddle also.
yeah, it is. And she used to sing a lot many other folk songs. Now I feel like I should have written so many which is not in books. My habit is also same. When I work, I like to listen music. As soon as I get up, switch on radio or music, whatever, or maybe sometimes instrument if it is, very subtle kind of in the morning.
So then Baroda Fine Arts happened.
It was like my sister came with me and we submitted form and there was exam. I only gave preference to painting. There was no option. I mean, for me, I was like very keen, I just want to do painting. But I did not realize that time that there are optional subjects. If I don't get in painting, at least I'll get admission in fine arts. Acha, all elders, sisters are there, and there was a list day, final list, and before that, there was an interview. So there was Ghulam Muhammad Sheikh sir, then there was Ramesh Pandya sir, and there was Jyoti Bhai, then Vinod Shah sir, then V.S. Patel sir, Kaneria sir, all of them.
But you didn't know any of them then?
No. In fact, I was not aware that I should go and meet them before exam or, to communicate and all. I was somehow, I was not at all aware of it and I feel like I was Dumbo.
No.
So many of most of the 90% of classmates afterwards I heard that I met this sir, I met that sir, and I was like, who was he? There was a big question mark. But when I entered with my portfolio and all of them, they were sitting and I was little bit, I was not aware that 7, 8 of them will be in front of me and all the Mahagurus. While going home, my sister was like, you haven't filled any other college form. If you don't get in fine arts, then what will happen? And then there was a big question when I started. She scared me. And after 3 days, when I visited to faculty, and then I saw, okay, third name is there. It was very happy moment for me. I could not express during that time.
Right.
But that from internal, I was very happy because my sister, they were telling me when I was in 10th, why don't you do home science? Diploma home science, you will be early in college, you will finish early. And I could not open my mouth. There was no rigidity in my home, but I was very quiet and introvert person. So I could not express that, no, I don't want this, I want to do arts. Luckily, that year, there was no diploma in home science.
Okay.
So when I was alone, I was dancing, okay, I don't have to go to home science.
Right.
So this is how happened when I got an admission in fine arts.
Who do you remember in the first few days?
All of our class, whole class, they were like fan of Vasu sir. I mean, he was a trainee teacher sort of that time, first year. And then second year he didn't got a chance to, teach us because they didn't select him or something like that.
Okay.
No, but then we opposed and we did the signature campaign. And we were like, we want Vasu, we want Vasu. For watercolor, Vinod Shah sir was there. And one day I was trying, I never tried watercolor because I was doing at home poster color and I was trying watercolor. And then he told me, તમે એક કામ કરો, તમે આ પોન્ડ છે નીચે એમાં જઈને કાગળ બોળી આવો અને ફરીથી કરો. So that kind of, I took it seriously and I went it and I learned, how watercolor happens. And Jyoti Bhatt sir and all, they used to have our submissions and all. So And sometimes some texture and all, he used to admire Jyoti Bhai, that this texture is interesting, what you have done. Sometimes he used to admire cloth texture also. I was wearing Chota Udaipur, they call it Odhnu, Adivasi people. That spot one and border. So he admire a lot. Bhau saras che tame પહેર્યું છે. So I said, sir, Chota Udaipur. And I was not knowing that, he did so much research. So I gave him, ક્યાંથી લીધું? So I said, Chota Udaipur thi. He kept quiet. Afterwards, I came to know that, he did so much research and all. And
While you were in college, did you get the feel that there is a larger community outside, artist community?
Yeah, I felt that when they used to come and visit visiting faculties and all. I used to be part of Vivan Sundaram workshop. That is another totally different experience. I mean, there was too much freedom of applying strokes. There was no color. He was saying that he wanted to have black and white. So only ink, charcoal, graphite and black crayon. And it was all, we were all students together with Vivan Sundaram sir.
Which year was this?
It was in third year. It was in third. So
92.
89, 90, yeah. Around that. And I enjoyed more because there was no boundary. The boundary in the sense his working style is very different.
How?
I mean, that time when he was working, it was not that if I want to make a round, then it should look like round. It can be out of your paper or canvas, and it can be cut also. So this is a simple example. There are many kind of, forms or shapes or lines or strokes, which you can just flow. It is flowing. It can be somewhere else also. But my canvas is this much. So that's how it helped also some of the other way in my language, my style.
There are many sides of living with a creative person. It's not like one-dimensional. Living with Anuj, how has it impacted your life, your work?
See, when we decided that we want to be together, before that we planned mostly major things. That, major things in the sense, like I want to work. He also want to work. So we won't stop working. With this work, we'll leave our journey. That's what the first decision, both of us. After that, then there are some priorities like home and then studio. And in studio working together, it's a bit difficult because his work is spreaded, and when they grind, glass grind, the dust gets the sound. So that is not easy for me. Our home was like open for all. Like we were having fridge, so 3 flats artists they used to visit, and those who wanted to have anything they can have from fridge. It's okay, fine, but the place was small, so some of the other way it was going like this and that, and my work was breaking too much. So that's how I thought that I will do it ceramic later. And for ceramic I need to work a lot to make a studio, which is Now I am making. Otherwise, I was working some of the other studio and like Reshma Ben's ceramic center and all with Jyotsna Bhatt madam.
So now that you spend so much time with Jyoti Bhai, what is your learning?
Actually, you know that every day we are learning.
Yes.
Right now, I am working with him mostly like 30 years. When I started going there, he wanted to do digital prints. I did digital medium. I did experiment. I never learned software and like technically very sound, or I can use key shortcut and all. I was not like that, and I am not like that. I didn't learn from some coaching or some. I experiment and I explore myself. What are the possibilities? So working with him, it was a great opportunity. In fact, when I was a student and when he retired from college, I came to know there is some girl who is passed out and she is helping Jyoti Bhai. So I was just thinking that काश मुझे मौका मिले सर के साथ काम करने का. And so that's how digital medium starts from and then one day I came to know few of very near dear family friends and some girls, and they came and madam was saying આજે એ લોકો બધા મળવા આવવાના છે ખાસ, and they were opposing that why digital sir, તમે digital શું કામ કરો છો, ના કરશો. And sir was like quietly sitting, and then I said do you have office? They were from graphics or some ad agency or some computer technically all they are using for design and all. So I said, yeah. Do you have computer? Yeah. Do you use them for designing? Yes. Why you are using? Do it with your hand. No, that is different thing. So it's the same. It's a medium. It's a medium. How paintbrush. This is the computer, which is a medium. So then they left and we started doing together. So that's how we did.
So 30 years is a long time.
Yeah, it is.
So has it kind of shaped your way of looking?
Yeah, of course, because when we talk about some like discussion about some work, or when we see some images of his work and the story behind that work, his photography and how he went there, his journey, and while taking photograph, what was happening there while we were working, suppose digitally, he was sharing things, I was sharing few things. So there is, it's like like the engine needs always oil, and again it's geared up and again it's goes smoothly. तो मेरे लिए वैसा हो गया.
Since you are not employed anywhere, there is art market, in the background.
Yeah.
So how has it played a role in your choices, in your beliefs?
Those who cannot, I gift them also, or those who, like whether they are my friend or not. I went to China, and Jingdezhen is a porcelain, world's second largest city of porcelain, and they keep a fair exhibition once in a year. So they call it porcelain art fair in autumn. So this was second visit last year, and then I saw few buyers. They came and they told me, "We have your work." There was one couple and they were admiring my work so much, and I can see that happiness and that joy. They were looking at my work and they were talking in the Chinese language, and the lady, she can speak in English. So she started speaking with me and she was telling me, she was admiring me. So I said, "Take it." She said, "I cannot afford it." I said, "Take it." She was looking at me and means, I said, "It's a gift, take it." I could see she was dancing few feet, few steps, like maybe holding my small bird sculpture. And so that is a very touching, So that is also, I mean, to come and say and sharing, which is more than market for artist, I think.
This is an oral history project presented by the ARC Foundation for the Arts. Music is Rag Yaman by Vibal Sara, with our thanks to UD Entertainment Private Limited. Special thanks to Hina Bhatt. Thank you for listening.